Hello, my name is Cassidy Yates. I'm an intern with the UNH Sustainability Institute, and I'm going to be discussing UNH's fiscal year 2019 greenhouse gas emissions inventory. This is done with a program called the Sustainability Indicator Management and Analysis Platform, also known as SIMAP. I'm just going to be discussing some background on SIMAP, as well as UNH's emissions reduction goals, the percent breakdown by source for 2019, and I'm also going to touch on how this has been a university-wide effort, as well as some reduction strategies and next steps. SIMAP, like I just mentioned, is the Sustainability Indicator Management and Analysis Platform. And this is a tool for colleges and universities to track and measure their carbon and nitrogen footprints. UNH took an early leadership role in estimating their emissions and climate action planning. UNH was one of the first land-grant universities in New England to sign the American College and Universities President's Climate Commitment in 2007, and released their first climate action plan in 2009. In this document, they outlined their emission reductions goals, and then all of this led to the development of the SIMAP tool to help other schools do some of this same work. So UNH has tracked their emissions over time, starting with 2001 as their baseline, and also using 2010 as another significant year. And then we're going to be looking at 2019 as well. So in 2001, we were looking at the buildings, purchased electricity, commuting, air travel, fleet, fertilizer and animals, and then a few other categories, including solid waste and refrigerants and chemicals. The goals that were set for UNH were based on the emissions in 2001. So also looking at 2010, there wasn't too much change in the emissions inventory, but 2009, we do see a significant reduction. And one of the goals was to reduce 2001 emissions by 50% by 2020. And we have met this goal. So that's great to hear that the university has accomplished this. We also have another longer term goal of reducing the emissions by 80% by 2050. Looking specifically at 2019, 45% of the emissions were related to buildings. So this includes cogeneration, electricity and steam production, as well as other on-campus stationary sources like natural gas or the biomass plant that is new to this campus in 2019, as well as the fleet making up 6%. While it's small, it's still tracked in our emissions because it's significant. And we also have commuting that makes up about a quarter of the footprint for staff, students, and faculty. Air travel is another significant portion at 18% of the footprint, as well as fertilizer in animals at 5%. And this includes animals like the cows at the research farms and the conventional dairy farms, as well as the horses on campus. This inventory and the inventories done for all of the years, not just 2001, 2010, and 2019, but we've done inventories for each year since 2001 to really track over time. All of these include emissions estimates from students, staff, and faculty on campus, and the data has been collected from a variety of different departments, such as facilities, grounds and maintenance, farm services, and even dining. You can hear my fellow intern Rachel's presentation about her work with dining and the nitrogen impact of our food. Some reduction strategies that UNH has done over the years include the cogeneration plant, as well as a shift to renewable energy sources. They've also started using alternative fuels, and this has helped reduce the fleet emissions by 10%. We've also seen an increase in local living options and alternative transportation for students to help reduce the commuting emissions. Some of the next steps as UNH moves forward with this is to continue to maintain the reduction strategies in place and help see that decreasing trend continue. We also want to continue to collaborate across UNH to implement more reduction strategies to help improve UNH's footprint. And lastly, I'd like to leave off with some acknowledgments and thanks to all the people listed here for helping us collect data and providing that data and answering any questions that we have so we can make this inventory possible. We look forward to working with you again next year. Thank you.